Okay, my loves, so we're about to cut up our vegetables for our dressing, and then we're gonna season our chicken for the dressing. So, this is how I cut up my vegetables for my dressing. And most people use celery. I don't use celery. I use the what am I doing? Yeah. Sorry. That was a mess up. That is not how I cut my onion. Y'all done throw me off for a minute. But yeah. I don't use celery. Now sometimes when I feel like I'll use the whatchamacallit, the celery seasoning. But I don't really got a taste for the celery part in there this year, so I am just gonna do it with my red and green bell pepper. And I chop my onions up in squares, cubes, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I cut mine up like this. You cut yours up how you want to. This is just the way that I do mine. And baby, she about to start crying. Because y'all know, them onions. Whew. Hopefully for Christmas, hint, hint to my children, I get one of the vegetable choppers. Because, yeah, your girl could use one of those so I can stop crying when I'm using onions. And y'all, I'm not used to cooking on camera, so like I said, I ain't no professional and I ain't trying to be. I'm just doing me right now. So just bear with me. It's getting done. Y'all see them little cubes? Okay. That was a fumble, but okay. Anyways, you want to give me a hard time. But it's okay, because they all going to get cubed up anyway. No matter whether they run or not. You can run, but you can't hide. Whew. I think somebody said if you sit a wet rag close by, your eyes will stop burning. So let me do that. Put my rag close by. So I think I tried it before and it worked. So we're going to just put these right on over in the chicken. Because I use chicken. I make chicken dressing, guys. I don't do the turkey dressing. I haven't did that in years, but I absolutely love chicken dressing. So that's what we making today. I'm not about presentation when I cook. I'm about flavor and taste. So sometimes stuff look real good. Sometimes it don't. You just gotta trust the taste, baby. It tastes good. But yeah. Just cooking for my family. And plus, I'm making dressing for my neighbor. Also, every year I have to make her a pan. As well as I make a pan for my household, I have to make her a pan for hers. And every year, the pan isn't big enough because her son keeps managing to eat the whole freaking pot. The pan of dressing that I make her every year, she says. So, we're going to try a bigger pan this year and see what that brings her. If that don't work, I don't know what to tell her. I'm going to tell him he'll have to leave it alone. Say y'all some, because so yeah, I hope y'all are having a good day, and I am going to try and bring y'all every meal, everything that I make, when I'm cooking today. Because I keep my seeds, I'm going to put those right on in here. they will begin planted. And yes, I want every seed up out of here. I'm gonna rinse the inside of these out. As I rinse all my vegetables inside and out. Who all likes chicken dressing? I absolutely love it. And I tried it in 2017, I believe it was, the first time I ever knowingly know I had chicken dressing. And I was in love, y'all. I was like, oh my God, that's how I want my dressing. And ever since then, somebody made it for my aunt. I was living with my aunt after I came out of, when I was homeless or whatever, after living in my car and all that good stuff. I went and stayed with my aunt for a little while, and during Thanksgiving, one of her church members made her a pan of chicken dressing. And baby, she let me try that thing, and I've been hooked ever since. And I was able to replicate what I tasted in the dressing. And baby, that's been my thing every year. It's got to be chicken dressing for me. But you know what I'm saying, yeah, other people make it with turkey or however they do it, turkey necks and all that good stuff. As long as it tastes good, I'll eat it. But dressing is the most important part of Thanksgiving to me. Baby, that dressing got to be on point. Like, I would be so disappointed if it's not, you know what I'm saying, where it needs to be at. I need it to taste good, because that's what I look forward to. If I don't get nothing else, some dressing, some ham, and some greens is what I be looking for the holidays. So, if you know, you know. But I definitely got to have that dressing. And we're just going to cube these up. Also this one, we're going to cube these up and put them in the chicken. Just like I did those onions. Drop them in there so they can cook. Now, some of you guys may saute yours. My mom used to do that too, but since I am not going to saute mine, which I'm just telling y'all, I know how to originally make the dressing. I know how to make the homemade bread for it and all that good stuff too. But I prefer the Jiffy cornbread mix for my dressing. So, you know what I'm saying? I still kept some of my mom's tradition, but I also put my own little spin on my dishes for the holidays, because I just like stuff a certain way, you know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with tweaking stuff that you like, you know? I'm still keeping the tradition going. That's all that matters. But I like it this way. And so, this is how I make my dressing. I really need one of them dicers, y'all. I do. Because I use onions and bell peppers all the time. Y'all probably going to be like, she don't even hold a knife right, baby. I don't care. I'm chopping it. And I ain't going to speak too soon. But I still got my fingers. I've been doing it like this for years, and I'm all right. I've been successful. Like I said, I'm not no chef. I know how to cook, but I ain't no chef. I do things my way. Whatever makes me happy, whatever works for me is what I do. So for all y'all perfectionists out there, don't do it your way. Don't make it perfect for you. My kids don't care as long as the food is good. That's it. When it's safe, we almost done there. Trying to make it super long. We still gotta season it before I click off. So. My mama used to cut them in her hands. My grandma and my mama, they used to do it like this. Since I'm trying to do more than one at a time, I guess this worked better for me. That's why I be telling y'all, just do what floats your boat, baby. You ain't gotta do it the way somebody else do it. It may not work for you. And the wet rag did work, y'all, because my eyes stopped burning. And if I wasn't recording right now, I would have made these a lot smaller. But because I'm trying to make the video super duper long, bless you.
Thank you, Mom.
I just, you know what I'm saying, they're a little bit bigger, but they will cook down, so it's all good. That's the way Mama and Grandma used to do it. They used to make them very tiny. They used to be diced, baby, using them hands. So if y'all started y'all Christmas shopping yet, I am just about through, and then I can sit down and relax and then my son was supposed to put up the Christmas tree yesterday. He didn't do it. So we'll see if he do it today. I'll tell you what, I ain't gonna hold my breath. But he normally does put the Christmas tree up now. I usually just wake up and it's up. We done decorated, and then I just come put the finishing touches on everything. I do the extra decorating. Okay, y'all, we almost done with this bell pepper here. Okay. Now we're gonna stomp that over in there. I'm not gonna put this whole red one in here because I need to use this too for my turkey wings and my greens also. So just putting a little bit in there for color and taste. Take this on up to the end. All right, we got these two left here. Now we're gonna wipe our board down and we're gonna season our chicken for our dressing. Okay. And then we're gonna put that on to start cooking. Show y'all some of the seasons that I use when I season up my chicken for my dressing. So there, we got that. My hands are clean. Let me just go. So y'all can see they're wet. Okay. Alright, so go in with a little bit of parsley. And I am not advertising for any of these companies. These are just the seasonings that I use at home. Ain't nobody paying me for nothing. Okay. A little razzle dazzle. It should be good there. Some black pepper. Any brand of black pepper you want to use, this is what I'm using. And because this is gonna be the broth for the dressing, I need to season it heavy so that way when I add the water to it, I don't know, did I buy some chicken broth to add to it? If not, I still need it to be flavored really, really good so that way when I put the water in, it doesn't overpower the seasonings. So yes, I am seasoning heavy, guys. If you're like, oh, she using too much, that's my business. Season how you season, but I need my juice to have the flavoring because that's what's gonna bring this this dressing together. So in that I use chicken seasoning. I'm gonna go in with a little Sazon adult, what this is, Goya season packet. That's gonna turn the chicken all orange looking red and all that good stuff. Yep. Gonna sprinkle some of that on there, the whole pack, just one for me. Use how many you want to. Some garlic powder, garlic salt. You see it. I said garlic powder, but garlic salt. Okay. There we go. Then you're gonna go in with that poultry seasoning. That right there. My mom usually used this in celery seasoning, and she also put celery in hers, but I am not. They might put cumin in it. I don't do all that. I use the poultry seasoning, so I did keep this from the original, you know, the recipe. So I always do use the poultry seasoning. I keep that in there. Okay, there. And we're gonna go in with a little bit of Sazon. Some of that Goya seasoning. This in that complete seasoning. Baby, on vegetables, I use these in my collard greens, my cabbage, my squash, my okra, any vegetables that I cook. I use the complete seasoning or this right here, because to me they taste the same. And even though this ain't vegetables, it's still good on meat. So yes, I use a lot of that. Got some seasoning salt here. And remember, I'm seasoning heavy because this is gonna be the flavor of the dressing. So it needs to come through. Roasted garlic herb, McCormick, I guess. You just use what's left in here. You try to get away from me, y'all. Yeah, I fumbled again. Like I said, I'm nervous cooking in front of y'all like this. I don't do this. I just cook. Alright. So we completed that. And because my hands are clean, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to mix my chicken up. And then let me turn my water back on so that way I can rewash my hands once I'm done. I'm going to massage all of that in. See all that flavor? This is what's going to make it pop. Make sure all the chicken get some flavor on it, so it's not just sitting in the juice, because we're going to shred this chicken up or break it up once it's done, and it's going to go in the dressing. Yep. And I think that should do it right there. Let's rinse my hands. Add some water to this, because I'm not sure if I did buy that broth or not. And as it boils down, I'm gonna add more water to it. That's why I need to check and see if I still do have my broth, chicken broth in there, so that way I can add that to it. Spatula, move those around in there. Get that seasoning going in there. And there we go. And we're gonna let this boil until the meat starts to fall off the bone, or is tender enough for me to pull it off the bone. And that'll do. All right, stay tuned for the cornbread.